The path for redemption for England will be on the cards as they take on Australia in the upcoming Ashes, which kickstarts on Friday, June 16 at Edgbaston in Birmingham. While the hosts look to win their first Ashes since 2015, now the World Test champions, Australia will look to continue their purple patch of form. Hello and a warm welcome to WION Podcasts. I'm Aditya Bimple and joining me today is Prashant Talreja as we talk about the upcoming Ashes. So Prashant, welcome to WION Podcast and hope you're doing well. Prashant, the first question, let us start with getting the cat out of the bag, the Bazball. How do you think the Bazball is going to work in this Ashes?
Hello Aditya, thanks for having me on this podcast here. And yeah, let's just talk about Bazball. I think a lot of people understand that Bazball is just going bang bang from day one and ball one, but I don't think so. It's entirely like that. It is about exploiting the gaps, which are plenty in a test match. I mean, all the fielders are near the batsmen and there are enough spaces all around the ground, and England is just taking advantage of that situation. It's basically like, when we used to have 15 over power play in the ODIs, and, the batsmen used to go all, berserk during those first 15 overs. I think England is just trying to exploit those conditions throughout the 5 days. That is what Bazball is.
So you are just trying to say it is just a new version of the power play that has been introduced in the Test cricket. So that is something that we can call it.
I think it is. Like Sehwag played that way. He just looked for the gaps and he hit boundaries, no matter the day, no matter the session, no matter the over, no matter the bowler. And that's what England is doing. And all 11 players are doing it.
And the numbers don't lie. The numbers really don't lie. They have played 13 Test matches since last year when Brendon, McCullum and Ben Stokes took over the helms. And now they have won 11 out of the 13. So numbers really don't lie.
Definitely. See, this has always been said that, fortune favors the brave, and England have been very brave throughout the course of the short stint that Brendon McCullum has been their head coach and Ben Stokes been their captain. So I think they're playing for it, they're going for it, they're going to win. But of course, there's a thing called law of averages. It'll sooner or later catch up with them. But we'll talk about that later.
Okay, you're going for the law of averages, but the Aussies, they will be playing their first Ashes since 2019 in the English soil. So more importantly, do they have any plans? Will they have any plans? Because we saw that they had some plans in the World Test Championship. Can they do it against England?
I think, the only plan which will work against this Bazball is going to be the relentless and accurate line of which Aussies are very much capable of. Whether it is Josh Hazlewood if he plays, whether it is Scott Boland, whether it is Patrick Cummins. Mitchell Starc has been a bit out of form, but he produces one ball out of the blue every now and then, and that one ball, we can never forget that Yorker which dismissed Ben Stokes. So he's capable of producing those magic balls.
They had Scott Boland in the team. Josh Hazlewood wasn't available for the WTC Final. So is he the missing piece in the puzzle, or do they need someone else who can just counterattack the English side?
I don't think so. I think they have the perfect combination of, batsmen, bowlers, spinners. Like Nathan Lyon is one of the greatest of all time, and the pace quartet looks pretty, solid to me. And all of them have played like more than, Patrick Cummins, Nathan Lyon and Mitchell Starc and Josh Hazlewood have been around for a long time now. They have enough experience, enough wickets. They have seen enough conditions. They've seen enough seasons to go by. And I think they'll be forced to reckon with anywhere in the world.
So that is the thing, we are talking about redemption. England lost 4-0 when they went down under in Australia. But now they wanted to do something exceptional. And it wasn't just exceptional about the facts. They have in fact pulled a rabbit out of the hat, getting in Moeen Ali in the test squad. So how do you think, what is your take on that Moeen Ali thing?
See, that could be a blessing in disguise for England. Jack Leach is a left-arm spin bowler. Australia have 4 to 5 batsmen left-handed in the top 7. And we saw how Ashwin not playing affected India in the recently concluded WTC Final. So with Moeen Ali, they have an option to counter the left-handed batsmen, which are plenty. I mean, Usman Khwaja has been in brilliant form. David Warner is just one innings away from form. And Travis Head, Travis Head.
But Warner is also one innings away from crisis.
Well, that could be said about the game anytime.
Okay, that is one thing. But let us just speak about the impact players. Who do you think is going to be an impact player? I will start first of all with Travis Head because I saw him down under and he was in exceptional form. He was the man of the series in the last Ashes with 200s and more than 350 plus runs in that particular series. So Travis Head will be my go-to man in this coming Ashes. In fact, you must have seen him in the WTC Final as well, where he was relentless. He scored at 100, 163, if not wrong. So he's someone who could be a big difference maker, especially in the shadows of David Warner and Usman Khawaja, who I think Khawaja is also going to be a big impact in this Australian team. So Travis Head is going to be my impact player. So who do you think is going to be the impact player in the English team?
For me, it's going to be Moeen Ali. I mean, the player, he has proven himself. He has been asked to come out of the retirement. He is obliged to his captain. And he has said that England is playing the cricket which in an environment which he would have liked in his era, in his days. And recent IPL performance, he's been brilliant. Of course, there could be a transition phase where he's not, going right about how he's batting or how he's bowling. But this England team gives no pressure to the bowlers, to the batsmen, to the all-rounders. They just want them to express themselves on the field. And once there's no pressure, Moeen Ali is under no pressure to keep his place in the side. And like he has said, it's a free hit. It's not a career comeback. It's a free hit. So he's going to take it like that. He's going to smash everything out of the park and going to bowl every Aussie out. I hope he does.
Okay, you're saying that he's going to smash it with left, right and center with both bat and ball. So let us come to the most important factor of all. That is the prediction. Because, England have been relentless. I don't see England losing. Do you see England losing, or will there be a surprise package and Australia, all things come to an end? Will this Bazball thing come to an end?
I don't think so that's going to happen this Ashes, because anyway, Australia haven't won a single Ashes since 2001 in England. And now with this Australian side and this England side, which are relentless, they're just going after it. They're not going to go for a draw. We saw that in Pakistan in their recent series. And I think this series is going to be closely fought. Of course, the two teams are brilliant, the best of the world, one of the best in the world. And England is going to have an upper hand with 3-2 victory.
So Prashant, my question is, if we just take into consideration the form in the last 12 months, is this actually the World Test Championship final? Because these two teams have been impactful. They have been relentless with the type of cricket they have played. So are we going to see the real cricket in this Ashes? And do you have any sort of confirmed prediction on this one?
I wouldn't say this is the real WTC final just based on the form of these current two teams. India played brilliantly throughout the course of 2 years. We can't take that out of account just because they didn't play good in one game. And of course, they didn't play good in the WTC final. We get it. But no, England has a long way to go. They have to continuously play this well for 3, 4, 5 years before, we call it a WTC final.
So your prediction, final call?
It's going to be 3-2, England gonna win.
Oh, that was close. It is going to be 3-2. It looks like a football score, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Even I would go for 3-2 England win, so therefore we can produce results in every single Ashes match. That is the time that we had for this WION podcast. Join us again next time. You can just write in on our social media platforms as well on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Join us again next time. Until then, from me and the rest of the team, goodbye and thanks.